Hello everyone, welcome back to Key Comics Market Watch. I'm back with another haul video. Had a great haul yesterday. I went to a comic book store and they had some stuff that I was looking for. So let's get on with the haul. So we're gonna start off with X-Men number 64. Now this issue's not important at all. In no type of way. It's not a first appearance or anything. But towards the end of his series, starting with this issue right here, they changed the artist. Not only that, the print run started to get lower because the the book was about to get canceled. So trying to find these in the wild is really hard. I've looked, like it's kind of hard to find these books. So when I saw them yesterday for $1 and the condition they're in, I had to snatch them. I mean, so if you guys see from this issue all the way to the last issue, if you see any of those issues in high grade, get them. Because one thing about X-Men, right now they're not doing nothing with them. But I really believe in the future they are gonna do something with him, especially maybe a show or he'll be in a movie. Because he's too powerful of a character, and for them not to do something with him. So eventually they will. I see it happening. So I definitely would suggest getting his first series run, towards the end, because like I said, they're harder to find. They're more scarce. They're rare. So finding them in really high grade is hard. I've I barely see them like ever, and like I said, I go everywhere. You'll be surprised how much I hunt all the time, and it's really hard to find these books. So definitely get them when you see them. So got that for $1. As you can see, the price tags are on the front. Number 65. Number 60. Now he was missing 66, so 67. 68. I don't know who the artist is, but I like the art. 69. I really wish these were newsstand editions, but like I said, they're hard to find, period. So I was happy to get them, and they're in near like 9.6 and 9.8 condition. Like, there's nothing wrong with these issues. Number 70. When I get a chance, I'm gonna try to read them, but like I said, I don't see these issues often. They're hard to find. Number 71. 72. 73. I do like that cover. 74. And last but not least, issue 75 is the last issue. And it's a double-sized issue. Like I said, it's really hard to find this issue in a high grade. If you're not gonna get all those other issues, definitely get this issue. The last issue. You have to get that one. It's hard to find, definitely. So be on the lookout for it, you guys. All right. So on to the next one. I was really, really happy to find this. Marvel Premiere number 43. It's the first solo book of Palladium. Yeah. It's crazy because I had last month had just found his first appearance in the Daredevil book. His first appearance, I found a near mint copy of that, a high 9.8 copy of that, and man, to find a 9.8 copy of his first solo, is great. So having the first solo, a lot of times, the issues might not be worth much right now, but if anything happens with the characters, his first solo series, adventure, or whatever, winds up going up in value. Like it really shoots up. Like I give you a prime example. For some reason, when people started with the hype about maybe Moon Knight having his own series, his first solo series shot up. Like it just shot up. It was crazy. Like not his first appearance in Werewolf by Night, but his first solo in what was it? Is it Marvel Spotlight or Marvel? Is it Marvel Premiere? It's one of them, but I don't remember. But I know that book got a huge boost. Like it was amazing. So I definitely think you should get this. Like I said, I was so surprised to find this book. Like it. I wish you guys could see this book. Like I'll be honest with you. To be honest, like dead honest with you, I don't even. This could be a 9.9. Like it's amazing. It looked like it's never been touched. Like when I took it out, I was just so amazed of. I was like, my God! It looked. I was just in shock. Like it's amazing. Like I really think this might be higher than a 9.8. Like it's incredible. Like I wish you guys could like really see this book. Whew. And I paid $4 for it, by the way. The sticker price is right there. See it? Paid $4, and I was amazed that they sold it for $4 in the condition it's in. Oh my God! But I was very happy that they did, so I'm not complaining at all. Then I was happy to also get Marvel Fanfare 51. Now the important thing about this issue is it's great that this issue is so under the radar, because a lot of people don't know what the importance of this book. Now, the importance of this book is that this story right here, the art that's in here with the cover and everything, that this is supposed to be an original part of the Silver Surfer first series. You know, his first series that everyone loves. You know, the one that's real expensive to get with the first appearance of Mephisto and the iconic Thor versus Silver Surfer cover, and the first issue that, you know, is super expensive. But this is supposed to be part of that. This is supposed to be, it was never printed, and they had their reasons for not doing it, but this is one of the original, supposed to be one of the original stories. And it has John Buscema art. It's John Buscema art in the whole book, and as you can see, it's John Buscema cover. It's a wraparound cover, and it's a newsstand. So I'm so glad. And look, I got it for, you see it, $2. So I was happy to get it for $2. Man, and it's a 9.6. It's not a 9.8. I wish it was, but oh man, every time I see this book, I'm gonna pick it up. Like you guys definitely, if you're a Silver Surfer fan of the first series with John Buscema art, you definitely need to get this in your collection. Like your collection not complete without this. Like this was supposed to be in there. Like it just, in the story, it's kind of crazy because Mantis has a son and he has powers. So you got to read it. It's a good story. Definitely check it out. And I forgot, what's that guy's creature's name? I forgot, but he's been in Iraq and stuff. So yeah, it was really, really good. In fact, Mephisto is in it also. So yeah, like I said, it's supposed to be part of the original run. It's crazy. They even had, in the book, it explains how there's also an X Factor, early X Factor book that never was released. So I wonder what the story was in that. I wonder if Apocalypse was in that story. But anyways, yeah, so definitely, if you see this in the wild, you should get it. I mean, if you're a fan of the first series, you got to get this, okay? So yeah, a lot of people don't even know about that book. Like, they don't realize the significance of that issue. So on to the next. I got Action Comics 845 for $1. So I'm not, like I told y'all before, I'm not a big Superman fan, but I know this cover right here is a cover that a lot of people like, and I like it too. I like it. it's a cool cover. So for $1, I had to pick it up. So yeah. And then shout out to Vin Crew 12,000. Vin Crew 12,000. He posted this in his video, and it's crazy because I just saw his video like maybe 2 days ago, and as soon as I was in there, I saw this book that he had posted right here, and they had 2 copies of it for $1 each, and I wish they had all 4. It's a 4-issue limited series. I wish all 4 issues were there, but I had a chance to read this last night. Basically, it says X-Men Magic, right? But this Magic right here is not Ileana. This is Amanda Steffen, and she originally if you read the earlier issues of X-Men, like from issue, I think it's like 180 something on up. Nightcrawler got involved with this girl that had sorcery power, and that's Amanda. And her first appearance was in X-Men '98, from the first run, from back, when they first changed into the new team. So yeah, she's been around for a while, but she wasn't known as someone with mystical powers when she first appeared. Now she became Magic in X-Men Black Sun #1. So yeah, this it's pretty cool. This story is pretty awesome. I read it last night, and I would say this issue is kind of important because it has some first appearances of some demon gods that have never shown up ever in the Marvel U. Like, they've only shown up in this book. But because basically the story is that at the beginning of, I'm not gonna say the beginning because I don't have the first 2 issues, but in this issue right here, Mephisto is being attacked, and he's like, he doesn't know what's going on, but Magic's telling him, look, let's put our fighting aside. You have a foe that right now is destroying your kingdom, and he's already destroyed Darmu's realm and Nightmare's realm. So this dude is powerful, like, and his army is basically killing all Mephisto's army, and Mephisto's just like, no, I am a god in my realm, and he like, shoots his power and stuff, and Magic winds up telling him, you see, you can't defeat some that you can't touch, and you can't touch this opponent. Like, your powers are not affecting this opponent. So she tells him, let's retreat back into my realm, and we're gonna try to figure something out to make plans, to try to counterattack. So Mephisto leaves his realm, and of course his realm gets destroyed by this enemy. And so what happens is when they get back to Limbo, Nightcrawler is there, by the way. That's Nightcrawler right there, as you can see. Nightcrawler is there, and he's basically making sure everything, he's just there for support. And it just so happens that Darmu is there, Nightmare is there, it's a lot of masters of their own realm are in Limbo, and they're all talking to Mephisto and Magic, and all of them talking at the same time. And they're basically, Magic's like, we need to call all the other masters of all the dark realms to come here so we could make a pact. We haven't done it. There's only been twice throughout the 37,000 years that they've made a pact, like all of them together. And she said it's time for us to do it again. And so, all they make the call out, and they just come by one. They're coming. So they start showing different lords of different realms. That's why I said in this issue it shows different, and they even speak. It's different lords, and they've never appeared in no other book but this one. So this is the first appearance of a lot of them. I'm not gonna say all the names. Once you get the book, you'll see. And if you do your research and look it up, you'll see this is their first appearance. So I don't know in the future of anything if they're ever gonna bring these characters out or whatever, but they're there. So it's a good thing to have first appearances, like I always tell y'all. But basically, what's great about this story is that they just they do the council thing where they're all like putting their opinion in and all that and talking about, oh, why we gotta side, y'all just trying to destroy us and all this and all that, and they all like, oh no, you don't understand the threat that's coming. And so they finally decide to do it, and they form together, and it just so happens that there's a traitor amongst them that really was serving the person that was destroying everything. So, and then at the end, the the dude that shows up that's destroying everything shows up on the last page, and you just see a big old black form with. It's kind of weird because of the art, but I guess that's his first appearance. Whoever the person is that destroying everything, because you see him at the end. Now, so I guess you could call that the cameo appearance of him. I don't know. I don't have issue 4, which I wish I had, so then I could tell you the name of this person. So. Yeah, I can't wait to get issue 4 because I want to see what happens. But yeah, it's really good. I really, and the art is great. I mean, I don't know who this artist is, but as you can see, I mean, if you see the other 3 issues, the covers, they're awesome, man. So I had to get it. I was just like, oh my god, look at. So I'm happy that I got it. It wound up turning out to be an issue with first appearances, which. I wish I could tell you who the names are, but I don't know the names. I didn't have time to write it down either. So, okay. So on to the next, and those were $1 each, thank God. So, I was lucky to find this New X-Men 134 for $2.50. So, first appearance of Kid Omega. Is that what it is? Kid Omega? Yeah. So. Yeah, it's a 9.8. It's fine. I looked it up and down, took it out, looked at it really good. It looks great. So, yeah, I was happy to find that. Finally got my first copy of that. Finally. Then I was happy to. Now, if you saw my last video, I had showed an issue of. I had showed the issue of a Fried Pie variant of the Justice League of America, and I thought it was the first appearance of the Extremists, but it turned out that it wasn't. It was this issue, Justice League Europe, number 15. So it's crazy because I had just said in that video that I'm gonna be on the lookout for the first appearance, and lo and behold, it was there, and it was for $1.50, and it's a 9.8. It's great. So. I was happy to find it, so now I got their first appearance of how many characters? 1, 2, 3. It's 6 characters, yeah. So, I mean, obviously they're trying to do something with them because they just brought them out again. So, and they look I'll be honest with you, they look way better in the Justice League of America book. The Fried Pie variant, the art and the way they drew them looks amazing. I love how they look. That's what made me want to get the first appearance. And like I said, the first appearance is cheap. Like you can find. I'm not surprised it's $1.50 because this is a book that's so under the radar. Nobody's even looking for it. So I'm gonna try to get as many copies as I can while it's $1.50 because you just never know what they're gonna do with them ever. So like I said in my investing 101 video, first appearances hold the most value of any books ever. So first appearances, you guys, get them. It doesn't matter. Who cares if they're not anyone known now, because the ones that's not known now might be known later, and they're gonna be worth more later, and you're gonna be like, man, I remember when I could have got it for $1 and you didn't get it because you just like, I could wait, or I don't want it, but then when you see it for $100, $200, $300, $500, $900, $1,000, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that's going for that, So I'm just giving you an example. Like, definitely first appearance, you guys. If anything else, first appearances. So I snatch up first appearances as soon as I find them. Now this is the New Warriors 28, first appearance of the female Turbo, and first appearance of Cardinal. So 2 first appearances, a villain and a hero. So every time I see this book too, this is probably like my 6th copy. So near mint, it was $1. So never know what they're gonna do with them either. I think the last time Cardinal changed his name to something else, and he was last seen in Thunderbolts, if I remember correctly. But like I said, you just never know, you guys. So first appearances, very important, you guys. Um, I got the Amazing Scarlet Spider #2, which is the first appearance of Joystick. So, and that's this person right here. So, like I said, haven't been doing nothing with her either, but it's her first appearance. $1, why not? You know, it doesn't hurt. Just put in your long box, forget about it. They do something with her, then you could probably pull it out, and if you're ready to sell it for more money, you sell it for more money. If you don't, you want to keep it, you keep it. I mean, it is what it is. So, let's see, Superman 123 for $1, which is the first blue Superman appearance. So I was happy to get that too for $1. And like I said, I'm not a big Superman fan, but I'll get all the first appearances. I don't care. I'll get them all. So, and then I found Shadow Man #16 from Valiant Comics. That's the first appearance of Dr. Mirage. So this book is kind of under the radar too, as far as Valiant first appearances. So Dr. Mirage first appearance, got it for $1. Can't beat it. $1, you guys. All right, and then I also want to give a shout out to who was it? Dang, I forgot. But I saw someone else post this in their video. It might have been Vin Crew 12,000. It might have been, but I don't remember. So I can't give him the credit, but it might have been him. But Kazar the Savage #11, which is the first appearance of Belasco, which is, you know, if you know anything about if you read Magic and you read their limited series, you know who Belasco is. He's one of them little demon gods, but he's not on the level of Mephisto or nothing like that. But he was in charge of Limbo before Magic took over. So that's all you need to know about Belasco. But this is the first appearance. I got it for $1.50. I will say this about this copy. This copy, it's about a 9. It needs a pressing, really. It's kind of, I don't know who kept it and what, but it's kind of, if you was to feel, it's not flat at all. Like, if you was to, it's not flat. It needs a pressing. So, definitely, whenever I do decide to get this CGC, I'm going to get them to press it. So, hopefully, it'll go up in probably like a 9.2, maybe. I don't know. But it's definitely a 9.0. So, got a couple of little ticks. So, I wish I had 9.8 of that, but I still just wanted the first appearance. So, yeah, that's my haul, y'all. That's it. So it was short and sweet. Just want to stress to you guys that first appearances, you guys. So, I mean, especially when you get them for $1, it doesn't hurt. It won't break your pockets. I mean, first appearances. But definitely that Marvel Fanfare, any Silver Surfer fan should definitely have that in their collection. The story was great. It's kind of crazy if that story actually was real. Like if they actually would have put that in the Marvel, timeline. I think that's why they didn't put it in there, because if you read that story, you're gonna be like, oh, that would have changed a lot of things. So yeah. So that's about it. Like, subscribe, hit that bell. I want to thank all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I'm trying to put out as many videos as I can. I'm always on the hunt, so me putting videos is probably gonna be all the time now, because I'm always on the hunt. Like, I'm in my collecting stage right now, where I'm just, whatever I like and whatever I'm looking for, if I find it, I'm gonna buy it. So, especially if the price is right. That's another thing. I did see some other books there that I wanted, but the prices were just, I was just like, nah. I know the way I hunt, I'm gonna find it somewhere else for cheaper. So another thing one more thing I want to stress out to you guys before I leave is a couple of YouTubers might feel that that they might feel like they don't want to tell people how much they get their books for, because they might feel like it's bragging. But my opinion personally, I don't feel it's bragging when you get a great deal. Like if you find able to find books for a great deal, it's just showing everyone else that you also have the opportunity to find those books for those great deals. You just gotta go out there and look for them. Like it's out there. It's not. I don't tell y'all my prices or what I get to brag. I tell you so you can see that if I can get it for that price, you can get it for that price. You just gotta go out there and keep looking, keep hunting. It will happen. Like it's books. Some of these books I've been looking for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen them, but for higher prices, and I wasn't willing to do it. I was willing to wait and keep looking. And as you can see, I find stuff. I find it, and that's all it is. I encourage you to keep hunting, and me telling you prices and deals is just to show you that they're out there. You got to look for them. I don't want you to think I'm bragging, because I would never brag about the prices I pay. It's not bragging to tell you a sweet deal. There's sweet deals out there, and I see other people's videos all the time, and they find even sweeter deals than I be finding. I'm happy for them. I'm not in no type of way do I feel like they're bragging. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, man, that's awesome. Like when I see stuff like that, it just encourages me to know that I could find that sweet deal too. It's out there. You know what I'm saying? You could find some books for 50 cents that are keys. You know what I'm saying? Like it's out there, you guys. You just gotta look. You know, I had just seen a recent video of someone. I forgot the name. I subscribed to so many people that I don't know everyone's name. Most of the people that I do know names of, I constantly interact with, so that's why I know their name. But I look at a lot of people's videos, and I had just seen a video recently where he went to a thrift store and had found some old Silver Age Spider-Mans and like key books, and they were in great shape. And he got them for, I think he said $2. Amazing. Like I was just like, oh man, I haven't seen that type of deal in a while. Like I've seen them, but I haven't seen them in a while, and I was happy for him. Like I'm like, man, and not only that, he's in an area where he's not in the city, so he's not able to go a lot of places. So for him to find it in an area where he doesn't have as much, availability like I do. Like I live in Washington D.C. and we have Virginia and Maryland, like right next to like literally, like I could drive either way to Virginia or D.C. and find a whole rack of stuff. Like it's amazing my location. So that's why I'm able to find such great deals. So, but he wasn't, and for him to still find that type of deal, amazing, and I'm happy for him. So if you ever feel like you're bragging, you're not bragging. You're letting other collectors know, man, the hunt is out there. Go look for it. You can find it. Don't ever think you can't find it. Now I will say this. To find like an Amazing Fantasy 15 or a Fantastic Four #1 or a Daredevil #1 or a show Justice League #1 or Brave and the Bold first appearance of Justice League, or just stuff like that. Now to find stuff like that is kind of hard to find sweet deals for stuff like that. Now to me that's almost impossible. Like you're not gonna find those type of issues, but there are other important issues that you will find if you just keep hunting. Just gotta hunt. It's out there, you guys. It's amazing what's out there. You just gotta keep hunting. So don't ever feel like you're bragging. You're not bragging. It's not bragging to let other collectors know that you could get it too. You just gotta go look for it. It's out there. It's out there, you guys. So don't ever feel like you're bragging, because you're not. Because I never feel like I'm bragging. I feel like I'm letting the comic community know that you can find these deals. If I can find them, you can find them. I'm not. There's nothing special about what I do. I just go out there and go look. That's it. That's all I do, you guys. I just look for the books and I find them, and the deals are out there. You just gotta constantly look. I look at Facebook Marketplace. I look at Craigslist. I go to used bookstores. I go to comic book stores. I go to flea markets. I go to garage sales. I hit it all. Like you'll be surprised what you could find. I don't hit the I hit Goodwills, I hit Salvation Armies, I hit thrift stores. The only thing I haven't hit is antique stores, which I need to do because he found them at antique stores. So maybe I need to start going to antique stores. Like, I just don't be thinking they have comics, but you just never know. So I need to start hitting those too. So yeah, so you guys just go out there and go look. You'll find them, man. It's out there. It's out there. Yeah, of course, it's easier to just go on eBay and just look for stuff and try to get the sweet deals on eBay. But like I've said before, the thing about eBay, it's there. I mean, it serves its purpose, but at the end of the day, how can you really know what the grade is if you don't get to pull it out and look at it yourself? Like, really look at it. And not only that, a lot of people that sell books don't know how to ship their books. So the book could be all, it could be what they say it is, but then by the time they ship it to you, because they don't know how to ship it right, it's damaged. And now you don't get the book that you wanted and you thought you was getting because it's damaged. So that's why, me personally, like I've said before, I like going to hunts. I don't want to sit in front of a computer and try to, I'd rather go hunt, so that way when I grab the book, I'm able to pull it out and inspect it like thoroughly. The front, the back, the inside, make sure there's no cutouts. You know, make sure it's what it is and whether or not I'm willing to pay the money that they're asking for that book at that moment. You know, because it's in my hands. I'm able to determine what it is. So that's why a lot of times I'm pretty sure you guys are like, there's no way you always get 9.6 and 9.8s. It is because I see a lot of books every day. And when I see the books, I pull them out, I inspect them thoroughly. And when I inspect them, if they're not what I want, I leave them there. You'd be surprised how many books I find that are keys, but they're just not what the condition is just not what I want. So I leave them there. So that's why I don't show those issues, because I don't bother to buy them. And not only that, sometimes the price doesn't add up to the condition to me. Like it might be a book like, I'll give you an example. I saw a She-Hulk #1 at a comic book store, and I was able to pull it out. And after I looked at it, it was about probably like a 9.0. But the guy wanted $50 for it. Now, I could have talked him down maybe to 25, maybe 30, I don't know. But I didn't even bother, because even at 25, 30, I wasn't willing to pay that for a 9.0 copy of She-Hulk #1. And I don't want a 9.0 of She-Hulk #1. I want a 9.8. I'm looking for that 9.8. Now, if I go to a comic book store and they have a 9.8 copy and they want $50 for it, oh yeah, I'm paying the $50, definitely. You know, so that's why when you see my hauls, they're either 9.8s, 9.6. Every now and then I have a lower grade, only because the price was right. You know, like this. I didn't mind getting this because it's $1.50. Like, $1.50. It's not gonna hurt me. Like, and I didn't mind because I don't have this issue, and I know, to be honest with you, I don't see this issue often. So I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna run into another issue of this, especially in a high grade. So in the meantime, I'm gonna keep this for $1.50. I'll keep this, and if I don't find a higher grade, like I said, eventually when I do slab it, I'll just send it out, press it. I think the pressing will do a lot for it, but the ticks is not gonna go away. So it is what it is. Hopefully it'll bump up to a 9.2. But like I said, I don't even know if I'm gonna get a press, because at the end of the day, I might find a higher copy. And when I find my higher copy, most likely I'm gonna just sell this. Probably like, I might just sell it for $3 and double my money. You know, you just never know what's gonna happen in the future. But just to have it, that's what I wanted to do. But it was worth it to me because it was $1.50. It made sense to me and the circumstances of it all, you know. But that's why I'm able to constantly say to you guys, there's a 9.8, there's a 9.6. It's not because it's a miracle or that's all I find. No, I go through so many books that are just not the condition I want, so I leave them there. It's so many key issues that I've ran into that I would have bought if they were just in higher condition, but the price just wasn't right, you know. So and if the price was a little bit more right, then maybe I would have got it. Maybe, like, like I said, the She-Hulk. I gave the She-Hulk example. I just don't. I want a 9.8 of that book. That particular book, I want a 9.8. Like I know I could find one, like a raw copy 9.8. I could eventually find it, like because that book is not like a super old book. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that old to the point where you can't find a 9.8 copy of that book in the wild. Like it's just not that type of book. You know, I think I could find it, and I'm gonna keep looking. I mean, because it's just not that old and that rare. So, but that's just the example I'm giving you guys, and that's just another discussion that I felt I needed to talk about. But if you guys disagree, agree, let me know. Hit the the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, get my latest videos whenever I make one, which is gonna be all the time now because I'm always on the hunt. And I will see you guys later. Peace.